Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and this is Morbid, the Lords of Ire. This is a demo. It's a new demo that just came out on a game I've never heard of. On a series I've never heard of. Apparently, this is actually part of a series called Morbid. And there's a previous game that's a Souls-like action RPG called Morbid the Seven Acolytes, and I guess this is a continuation slash reinvention of the game that was apparently critically acclaimed. But again, I've never heard of it, so this will be my first time actually checking out the series. I imagine it was probably only on PC because I don't recall that game being out on console. I could be wrong. But it's been developed on Unreal Engine, I believe number 4, Unreal Engine 4, not Unreal Engine 5. But then again, could also be wrong about that. All it said was Unreal Engine, and I'm not seeing which version. It's been developed and published, developed by Still Running, as the name of the developer, and published by Merge Games. Don't know either of those developers, or either of those companies, but I'm interested to see what this is all about. I've only seen some screenshots. I haven't seen any gameplay. But again, this is brand new. This demo just came out, and it looks like some videos just went up on PlayStation, game trailers, all these official places, about 8 to 10 hours ago. So it is brand new. But enough talking. Let's get into it. Okay, we're just kind of going right into it, I guess. No real introduction, just pretty much starting off like most Souls-like games. So interface is kind of nice, actually. Reminds me a lot of Van Helsing. Graphically, you know, this is on Unreal Engine. Definitely Unreal Engine 4. I can already tell you that right now, just by the look of it. Texture-wise, textures look a bit on the low side. I imagine, of course, this is an indie developer. They do have a publisher, but they're not like a AAA or AA even. Doesn't seem like it's their first foray into, you know, games like this. Obviously, they probably also developed the previous Morbid game. But, like I said, this is the first time I've ever heard of this game, so this ought to be interesting. Okay, so we got shoulder button. Time your strikes for additional benefits. Interesting. Okay, there's, yeah, of course, stamina bar, health bar. The traditional Souls-like gameplay. There were no options for graphics. It's just straight up 60 FPS. Not even a quality mode or anything like that. I will say, though, while the game interface, like right here, all the UI for in-game looks okay. This looks very... it's very low budget. I won't lie. So, you know, you could definitely tell. But here's the thing. It doesn't look terrible visually. You know, things seem a little bit on the flat side. Like I said, the textures are a bit basic looking. Probably even low res a little bit. But if the gameplay's good, I don't think that's really going to matter. You can see the pop in there. Now, this is a demo. Keep that in mind. So it's possible that this is an old build, and some things might have been upgraded or updated since they put this demo out, or at least, you know, since they put it together anyway. Even the snow isn't really deforming, which is something most people would expect in their games these days, especially if the snow is deep like that. So now we've got L1 to block and absorb, you know, does that. The dodge is a bit clunky there. Blocks it like Wonder Woman, apparently. Okay, so now he's staggered. Interesting. So they caught him off guard and staggered him, I suppose. Guess that's what that was. Oof, got some dithering around that texture. That doesn't look good at all. Like, what is that supposed to be? Is that the snow? That's the snow. So the blood went under the snow? Oof. Alright, so... Classic. Okay, alright. I tried to dodge, but she wouldn't. I think I got stun locked or something. Hello, puppy. When an enemy loses all posture, it becomes exhausted. Okay, so they're using a posture system. Well, for us it's stamina, but for, you know, for these characters it's their posture. That's why it's blue, I suppose. So they're taking a posture system similar to Sekiro. You may then approach the enemy and perform a critical blow. R2. Boom. Cool. Cool. Okay. Alright. It's a cool kill animation. Bit clippy for my taste on the sword. It just kind of clipped through the character in a weird way. Didn't really look convincing, like stabbing through. Okay, so that was blocked by that. Stay over there for a second. When an enemy becomes enraged, it cannot be staggered with normal strikes. Perform a rage breaker to break through. So R2 is also a rage breaker. Get rid of that thing. Will this guy become enraged? Yep. That's enough. Ah, okay. He uses his tongue. I'm dead. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Alright then. Does a lot of damage. Let's back up a little bit here. That's enough. I'm not gonna let you get me that time. Well, I can at least say that you spawn quickly. So that's good. Make a quick evasive dash. Oh, okay. Or roll a longer distance to safety. I was kind of animation locked. No backstab mechanic. Totally expected a backstab mechanic. Unless I had to use R2 to do that, which it didn't really tell me that I could. Alright, now I can just punch. I don't know if that's really effective, though. I guess we'd have to take a look and see if the weapon's even better. Not even close. Not even the speed is better. You'd think there'd be more... It's more agile, but the speed is less than the sword? That doesn't make any sense at all. I don't think I'll be using those. I wonder if the top right... Top right looks like it's the XP bar. But there's like... There's no souls to collect. And I'm guessing this is all just breakable objects for the sake of being breakable objects. Which I never understood that, but, you know, it's dynamic. So, I guess it keeps people attention. I don't know. Time your block. See, I called it. Perfectly timed block restores stamina and impacts enemy posture. Oh. I'd have to really time it, though. Alright, skill point gained. Okay. So there you go. Though we didn't finish leveling the bar, so... Oh! Alright, I'm getting used to it. There's some jankiness to the kill animation there. You can see how the enemy kind of jerks around a little bit. Let me go back down here, get this thing. Oh, okay, so we got our first boss here. This is gonna be lovely. And probably horrible at the same time. While blocking, when an enemy hit is about to land on you, press R1 to perform a riposte. Oh, see, that's what I was hoping that timing L1 would have would have done. Okay. I'm pretty sure I hit it, but alright. I literally just hit it. So... Ah! Oh, wrong button. This is bad, though. I hit it. I don't know what to do. Yep. I told you I'd die. Alright, big guy. Round 2. Okay. I hit it and all she did was block. It won't do it. You guys saw I timed it. Yep. I timed it just right and she didn't do it. How am I supposed to do it on a dude who it won't actually affect? Nope. Okay, good. I didn't use... Okay. Alright. He's almost... His posture's almost done. That's right. There we go. Beat him the old-fashioned way. Don't bother riposting with that guy, because it don't work. Didn't work for me, anyway. Might have been bad timing. Might have just not worked. I don't know. Didn't seem to do anything, so... I'd rather just take a swing at him. Textures are popping in. What the hell? So that was the end of the first area, I'm guessing. And it just brought me here? Well, anyway, I think that's more than enough. I mean, we got through the first bit. Boy, as a Souls-like, it certainly has the musings of one. It seems as though they're kind of drip-feeding game mechanics here because I still don't know how to spend my skill points. That, I don't know, flask-looking thing or bar to the far left of your health and stamina, it seems like a corruption meter, I suppose. Pretty easy to swap between items and weapons, so that's good. At least you can do it on the fly. The user interface is, it's not good. It's very large. I don't know why, but it's also very barren and minimal. Visuals are okay, but they definitely seem very amateur. And obviously that's not a bad thing, you know, it's not every game has to be super detailed. PUBG, for example, that is also running on Unreal Engine 4, and it looks like absolute dog crap. Everybody's got their own art style and way to show off their games, but, and like I said, I did not play the other Morbid game. It says it was critically acclaimed. That one was an isometric top-down view, though, so I wonder if this type of texture work was meant for something like that, where it's meant to be viewed from a distance, then it looks good. Similar to like Final Fantasy XIV, where the textures are really bad up close, but from far away, they have their enough detail to really look good in a sense. And maybe, just maybe, this game wasn't meant to be an over the shoulder. Hey guys, just want to interject here, future Adam, or editor Adam, as we like to call me. I like to call me. I'm on the screen right now. I'm showing you footage of the original Morbid game, and I gotta say, they probably I feel like they should have stuck with this art style, just top-down pixel art style, action RPG type game. I just don't know if they have the chops to actually make a 3D world look good. And it just seems like this first foray into 3D action RPGs is, I don't know, it's not as good looking as the original. I actually think they should have stuck with this. It actually looks a lot better. So, yeah, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there. This demo was not good, and I think they should have stuck with the pixel art. Music is okay. Typical, you know, ominous choir music, you know, so on and so forth. Texture work is not good. Like, I guess I could say the floor looks better than that dude's staff, for example. So it seems quite inconsistent. But as far as a Souls-like goes, I haven't played very many. I've touched on a few, and based on those few that I have touched on, they were far more responsive. They felt better in terms of controls. I don't know. It's not grabbing me like, you know, something like Demon Souls or Dark Souls. And I mean, this is the level that they're being held up to. This is the standard. From Software has set such a high bar, and people want to replicate that. They better know what they're doing. You know, a game like Lords of the Fallen, the new one, is better than the original by a lot of people's standards, but it still does somewhat fall short. Whereas something like Lies of P has proven that you can be an indie studio and do something phenomenal. Lies of P got massive praises, as it should have. And I had a much better time playing that demo. This one just feels kind of meh. But that was Morbid, the Lords of Ire. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm not familiar with this franchise, but if you are, did you enjoy the original game? Do you think it should stay as an isometric ARPG, or do you think this is a nice new direction for the developer to go in? I'm not so sure it's their best work, and I guess I should really check out the original and see if that would have been more to my liking. But I'm not feeling this one, unfortunately. So, but it's good that there's a demo. So give it a shot for yourself, see if you like it, and if you do, it's coming out this year sometime. So be on the lookout for it. If you didn't really like what you saw here, then you know I don't blame you, because I didn't really like it either. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again in the next one, where we take a look at yet another demo and or full release game, and see if it makes a good first impression. Until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Morbid, the Lords of Ire, and I'll see you guys in the next one.